Nothing works, but everything might. I first read this quote a few years ago in an article about cancer. A doctor was saying that some researchers had given up on trying to find a single silver bullet cure for cancer because nothing worked. Instead, these researchers are trying to find several smaller cures, with the idea that if these small cures were used together at the same time, they might succeed in overcoming cancer. This was a new way for me to think of approaching a problem. Maybe we don't need big solutions to the world's challenges. Maybe all we need are a lot of little ones. A few years ago, I worked as an English teacher in China. I had a class of about 50 eighth graders, and I remember I'd always walk in and find the chalkboard covered in the most complicated scientific material. Things like electricity diagrams, chemical formulas, mathematical equations that I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure required calculus to solve. It was astonishing. I had a lot of free time that year, and since I was in China, I couldn't go on Facebook or YouTube, so I did some research into science education in Arizona. What I found was disheartening. According to the National Council of Education, Arizona students perform 45th out of 50 on science standards. Even according to our own standards, the Ames test, only 61% of Arizona fourth graders are proficient in science. Here was a problem then. Science education in Arizona. I couldn't think of any single solution to increase performance across the board. But maybe, I thought, I could come up with something small. Even if nothing works, everything might. So I got in touch with some of my friends back at ASU. We came up with the idea of science detectives, an after-school program at elementary schools. ASU students would lead weekly lessons on foundational science concepts, always structured around a mystery. We drafted an executive summary and sent it to all the elementary school principals in a 5-mile radius of ASU. And we started our first program in September 2010. It's been a little over a year, and we've had pretty good success. We've worked with more than 200 students at 2 elementary schools. Last year, we sent home a parent survey, and the response was overwhelmingly positive. All parents agreed that science detectives improved the quality of their child's education. All parents said that their child enjoyed science detectives. And every parent, every single one, said that they would enroll their child again. Now, what excites me most about science detectives, and the reason I applied to talk tonight, are the people in the program. The pictures behind me are of all the ASU students who participate. They come from all sorts of majors, from economics to creative writing to biomedical engineering, and most of them had never had experience teaching in a classroom. But they all brought passion, dedication, and commitment to a single goal, making a difference, even if it was a small one. And these students, they've done that. The students in Science Detectives have done amazing things. One of the guys up there, a sophomore, created a supply chain for getting all the materials to every class on a weekly basis. One of the girls structured a semester-long curriculum on food science and biology. And every ASU student, every single one, has contributed to our curriculum. The students up there have taught how gravity works, how our hearts pump blood, where rainbows come from, and how whales stay warm. They've done explosions and made musical instruments, grown crystals, and watched seeds grow. The students up there have each made a difference, even if it's a small one. Now, I'm not here tonight to recruit people. The Science Detectives isn't for everyone, but it's a model that seems to work, and it's one that can be replicated. What I want to say tonight is go out there, find a problem, do your research, come up with a solution, and then do it. It doesn't matter if it's small. Because the fact of the matter is that none of us are going to solve language acquisition or social awareness or anything we've talked about tonight. No one person is going to solve any big problem. But all of us working together, all of us doing something small, well, nothing works, but everything might. Thank you.